All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome to another episode of Mighty Mike Marketing. And today I'm really excited because the thing that you have to understand about marketing is very similar and synonymous and attached to technology. And with the advent of AI, things have just exploded. So 90% of the things that I learn about AI and the things that I could potentially teach here on the channel, I don't, because it's almost not relevant to process servers. Most process servers don't need all this other stuff. And so this is why I always come back to these four main pillars. And where we spend most of our time until you have it figured out is on be found. Okay. So today what I want to do is I want to go through Mighty Mike Marketing. I want to go through the four pillars with you, and I'm going to show you and give you some examples of why those are what they are. And I'm hoping that we can come away with a healthy respect for the foundations of marketing and why it is we're doing what we're doing. Okay. So let me just add this first one here. Be found. Boom. Be found. That's crazy. So be found. I'm using an app called StreamYard right now. You guys can play with it. It's a pretty cool app. Allows you to do some pretty neat stuff. Let's make this minimal. Be found. There we go. So you need to be found. And if you're not found, why does it mean found? Okay. If I'm in real estate and I'm cold calling and I'm trying to get people to let me list their house, I don't need to be found. Like, they're not going to look for me. It's very rare that they go look for a listing agent. That's usually they know an agent and they call them and they list it, right? Process serving is different. Process serving is more like a plumber, an electrician, a service member that basically, when they need you, they find you, they hire you, you happen to be in the right location, your price seems to make sense somewhat, and there's a level of trust based on the brand that they could see when they go to your website, when they see your social media, when they get this door hanger from you, or whatever it is, right? Be found. Okay, we're going to add the next pillar. The next pillar is to make contact. What does this mean? Making contact. You're like, of course, Mike, I'm going to answer your phone. Okay. Now, it's not just answering your phone. And the reason why is because some people aren't just going to call you. Some people actually want to be able to go on your website, order online, send an email, a variety of different ways that they want to actually contact you. Okay. This is the second chapter of my book. Make contact. Either answer the phone, but meet them where they are. Another example of this is that I've heard before that actually makes a lot of sense is, well, I'm not on Instagram because I don't really, I don't deal with all that stuff. But if your customers live on Instagram, they're based on their age and demographics, they're on Instagram. You are on Instagram. You need to be where they are. You have to meet them where they are. It's the, oh, we've never done it that way, people that I just speed right by. And they don't even know it because they keep their same one or two or three clients that potentially give them a decent amount of income. Just to be fair, they're making 50 to 100 grand, per month. I mean, sorry, per year. And they can pay their bills and they're okay. So that's fine. That could be them. But I looked at what are the marketing tactics that are going to get me the best footprint in the industry. So if you guys are new to Mighty Mike Marketing, what we do here, I have a community called Mighty Premium, and people pay to be a part of it, and they get access to all the courses. We have Mighty Mike Marketing is getting ready to come out, which is going to talk about a lot of this stuff, but we're actually going to break it down on a very deep level. I'm going to walk you step by step, look over my shoulder, how to do everything. That is only inside of our community at Mighty Premium. We also have business all about the biz, teaching you step by step how to do the job of process serving. And the coolest part is we're adding the comments inside the community section. We can tag it to specific modules. And so the conversation around that topic, you can see all the people who've commented on it. And so my community manager, Mark, is tagging all of these people, associating them with those specific topics, so that when you are watching a video on it and you hear what I have to say about it, but then you can look below and see what everyone else has to say about it. So it's a very communal aspect of helping everybody grow. Okay. So we do have one person here. We got two more things we're going to go through today. And so if you guys are Mighty Premium members, you guys can go get the link inside of Mighty Premium Community on the school platform, and actually get the link to come back here in the studio and listen live. And put your information in the chat if you're someone who's interested in coming up and asking a question. I'm happy to we have a private chat back here in the studio. Let me know what your question is, and I will prioritize them based on the questions, and we'll bring people up one at a time. All right, so we've got some comments on Mr. Tommy. Good evening, Mike. I'm mighty. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. All right, so the next pillar is the wow factor. Okay, so we talked about, we're kind of moving along here. Let me go ahead and add the wow factor. Now, if you guys haven't followed me at all, you have no idea who I am. I built a process serving company that did very well, and I invested in e-filing, and I learned a lot of lessons along the way. And I got into marketing, helping all my friends get into build their websites. And one thing rings true throughout all the businesses I've started is the wow factor. You should make it your mission. Okay, once you make contact with them, you should make it your mission that the service that you offer them gets them to verbally say the words wow. When they send a reply to your proof of service that you send them, do they say wow? Do they reply and go, wow, that was fast? Okay. The wow factor, and you'll start to notice it. Now that I'm mentioning it, you'll start to notice it. That the people who leave who say wow, or say, oh my gosh, that was so fast, or something to that effect, right? The wow factor. You'll start to see your business grow dramatically as you focus on getting more of the wow factor. Another example in another industry is my junk removal business. I'm teaching the guys how to clean up the yards, do a good job, and get this wow factor. And I told them there's one thing that they think you can't do. And if you do that thing, you immediately get the wow. Okay. And so for this one lady that we were on this one job, she said, this couch is way too big, way too heavy for you guys to pick up. And then she went inside after she told us all the things she wanted picked up. The first thing I did is I said, you two big, heavy, tough guys on our team, get that couch. And sure enough, when she came back, she said, wow, I can't believe you guys got that couch moved out of here. That thing was heavy. Okay, for process serving, what's another example for process serving? We don't know where they're at. We can't find them. We don't know if they even exist, if they, or maybe it's an ex-husband who just is kind of MIA, and she wants to serve him divorce papers because she's ready to move on with her life. She got a good hairdo and got her nails did, and she's ready to mingle, but she's worried he's just going to show up as husband. And so she's trying to get divorced. Okay. And so you got to go find this guy. And he actually, the only thing he took was a boat, his truck and a boat. So you're hunting up and down the river. And this was me hunting up and down the river where he liked to go a lot, and sitting in the parking lot waiting because I found his trailer that towed the boat. And I sat on that trailer for 2 days. He didn't come back. He was living on this boat somewhere in the river. And he came back finally after 2 days. I kept coming back to this spot. And she goes, that's him. And she would come back to the spot too and meet me there and stuff. And it was so grueling. But when I finally got him served, there was definitely a wow. She was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. She left me a wonderful review. She was a pro se, so it's not like she's going to necessarily bring me lots of business, but the wow factor still remains. You got to be found. You got to make contact. You got to create the wow factor by having an absolute awesome service that you provide. And the last one, who knows what the last one is? Who's seen the rough draft of my book? Shannon's in the house. Adele's here. Shay, yes. I don't know who that is. Is that your daughter, Shay? And then Shannon's here. Shannon Brad. What's up, Shannon? Evening. Tommy with the professional evening, ladies. So what's the next one? Comment below. What is it? You guys know? Okay. Build and guard your reputation. And I know some of these seem like, big concepts. Mike, give me some tactical stuff. I am. Listen, your reputation is actually very tactical. Okay. Yeah. You're good, Zach. Zach, do you have a question you want to ask? You want to come on the studio? Come on live? He's thinking about it. Here. Boom. What's up, dude? How you doing? You got a question you want to ask? Is my audio on? I don't know if your audio is working, bro. Is my audio working? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, my audio is working. I think your audio might not be working. But if you can hear me, yeah, you can go to YouTube, make comments, or you can come on here and you can ask your questions. I hear something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I think it's working.
Okay, I do have one question.
Shoot.
Okay, so for a Google Business Profile, if I'm coming up under like let's say I'm coming up under a county, but under like some of the city names I'm not coming up. How would I go about trying to pop up in them city names?
So you want to show up more when somebody searches a location that you're not in? Is that what you're saying?
Well, like let's say so my main county is St. Louis County, right? So my right where my office is, Duluth area, if you type in Duluth, they'll pop up. St. Louis County, I'll pop up. But if like Hibbing, for example, I don't pop up under. And I'm trying to like get shown in some of them areas.
Yeah. So the best thing to do, well, there's a couple of things, but one is make sure you include those in your Google My Business profile as locations that you serve. If you serve somebody in that area for a client, ask the client to, when they leave your review, to mention that area, because your Google reviews actually rank. Your Google crawls its own reviews to display. So he says, I'm so grateful that I hired Zach in Duluth, county to serve this legal document. We couldn't find anybody else. I'm so grateful for him, blah, 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 blah. Just mentioning what you do and your name and what area it is, it will show up on Google. It will help you dramatically, actually.
Okay.
The other obvious one that to people that have been in the community a while is doing an FAQ section, an FAQ widget on a specific page for that specific area, and make another page for each of the areas that you want to show up on, and just make it like an article. You can even create a blog post. All right. On my website builder, we allow you to set up a blog. Like, the blog is very intuitive. It's awesome. And you can actually create blog posts and do what I'm talking about. You can also make specific pages. If there's like 10 pages in your local area and you want or 10 counties and you want to rank in those, I say do it. I wouldn't go more than that too much with one website, because it gets really messy, and you're better off just having a different website for that area.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the pages, you absolutely can rank those pages for process serving, for private investigation, for that city, and then start linking to other resources inside that city. So like if you do the city government offices, Google loves government offices.
Okay.
And you can chambers of commerce, things like that. So just like make it a resource page for that local area for legal services. If somebody wants to e-file, what are the e-filing options, right? Who are the players that the legal industry cares about in that local area? Not your competitors' links, but county websites, county clerk's office where they're filing things, where people get their marriage certificate and divorce certificate, right? All those types of places where something might need to be filed. Real estate guy might need to hire you to file something there. To something to cloud title, they get a contract or whatever. They want you to go record it with the recorder's office. But anyway, all of these things work together to help you rank better on Google. for that area.
Awesome.
And if you rank better, then you have your phone number at the top, you have the online ordering set up, you have some content about who you are and like, a good brand, right? You build your reputation and brand around, your slogan and your company mission statement. A lot of this stuff in the beginning, first couple of years, I was like, hey, I don't care about that. I just need to go get some serves, right? And that's partially true, but when you build a brand, that's how you get these big contract clients to decide to use you. Yeah. Hello, Moto. Come on, don't answer it, bro. Bro, that's a serve.
No, this is my personal phone, so
Oh,
I'll leave it off.
Like I was just talking about, be found and make contact, bro. Like you gotta answer the phone. But yeah, that's a great question, man. Did you have anything else?
No, not right now.
All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, make sure I know you're a Mighty Premium member. That's why you're able to come back here in the studio, and you're in our private community. So if you need any help, feel free to reach out to me directly via the chat, or we have mastermind meetings every Tuesday. So
Awesome. Well, thank you.
welcome. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you. Guys, you got to understand, like, I know there's a lot of different industries that do different things and they offer different things. Real estate's a big one where they have lots of different coaching programs, stuff like that. In the process serving world, you have somebody, myself, who started a podcast where I interviewed every top performing company, multi-millionaire process server in each state across the country because I wanted to learn what I didn't know. And I recorded it live on my podcast. So if you're not already checking out the podcast, go to my YouTube channel, which was where we're live now. And I have my my video assistant, Nettie. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Nettie. Give Nettie some love. She's 34 today. And amazing video editor. And she's been taking all of my podcast episodes, the audio version of them, and making them into videos and putting them on YouTube for you. So you can hear all these people. And I've been thinking about doing a remastered of the podcast where I go through and listen to it with you and then pause it for commentary. And because you got to understand, when I started the podcast, I was brand new. Like I basically went to my first conference. I met Mike Kern. Mike Kern told me, like, you should do a podcast. Like, you're so good talking to everybody, whatever. And so I started a podcast, and then he actually told me something was kind of different. I was like, he goes, I could listen to your voice all day long, is what he told me. And he's like, you just have a voice for podcasts. And so that's how it was born. And I was actually about 100 pounds heavier than I am now. And I was breathing super heavy. And I remember him asking me after we were done recording, is like, what are you doing about your weight? Because he actually had lost a bunch of weight and he got surgery. Long story short, like, we're all human. Okay. You build relationships with people, whether they're process servers or attorneys or whoever they are, but you got to be found. You got to find opportunities to connect with others so that you can build yourself up over time. So after interviewing all these people, I was able to build a company that dominated Northern California, from Sacramento north all the way up. I knew everybody. I sent more work to everybody up there than anybody else. I'm not going to keep going on that story. I've told it a bunch of times, but right before COVID, an entire city that probably 1/3 of my work was up in Paradise, California, and just burned to the ground. 70,000 people displaced. And I got a ton of work to go up and try to serve people, many of which who lost loved ones and lost homes. And I'm over here hunting for John, and she's crying on the front porch. So I essentially quit. Okay. I essentially chose my integrity and my, and again, I know everybody's got to serve. The loan's got to be paid. Insurance is not paying out because it's this huge, devastating thing. And so that was a chapter in my life, and I've moved forward from there. I invested in e-filing, and then COVID hit. So e-filing just blew up. And so it made me really wealthy. I love my life. Okay. And in Florida, I just did real estate, and because I've always wanted to do it. It was more of a passive thing. And so now, coming back to New Mexico, I decided to do a challenge, a 10K challenge. I was like, I wonder if I can make $10,000, because that's what most people want to make. About $10,000 a month could pay all your bills. I said, I wonder if I could make $10,000 a month in like 90 days, 3 months. I should be able to do it in like 3 months, is what I said. I did it in 15 days using the things I learned as a realtor. I used the same tactics I used as a realtor, and I was able to do it in just 15 days. Here's the thing. All the stuff I'm going to teach you about marketing is going to work. People are going to find you on Google. People are going to come and they're going to call you. They're going to see your branding or whatever. They're going to make contact in the way that they prefer to make contact, right? Probably going to call you, probably going to order online if you have your online ordering set up, or they're going to just check you out a little bit and maybe send a contact us form because they just want to know more information because they want to send you 10,000 jobs next year. But they want to know if you're the right person. Do you have insurance? Do you have all this stuff set up, which I teach you about in the community under the business section? Do you have all this stuff set up so that they know they're covered and they can tell the boss who told them to go research process servers, can you do this for them? Can you get it done? Okay. So after that, do you provide the wow factor, which is basically just doing what you said you were going to do, but going above and beyond to where their expectations are exceeded, like met, but also exceeded. See, a lot of people in the world in all the different service industries want to just meet your expectations or even a little less. And when you have a problem with it, you're the problem. And those people, especially here in the middle of nowhere in the country where I'm at right now, those people don't last very long. Like as I went around this local little area and the local tire shop, yeah, leave it here if you want. I'll try to fix it this week. It's like, it's my tire on my truck. I need it every day. I can't leave it here for the few days or a week. You see what I'm saying? And then a new guy pops up into town. He changes it right away. He's like, boom, he's awesome. And so I start sending him a bunch of referrals. He does the wow factor, right? I send him a bunch of referrals and he's like, hustling. And then he goes and opens a new location somewhere else. And then his current location goes to hell. So these are business concepts that some people, even myself, I didn't get until I actually go through it. And so even though you can create the wow factor 1 time, 2 times, 3 times by getting that tire changed fast, right? Getting that serve done immediately and getting a proof of service back the very next day or even the same day, that's the wow factor. But can you do it consistently and build a reputation, which is your brand? Your reputation and brand are the same. They're synonymous. Your reputation and your name for integrity and providing a great service to your clients is your brand. Yes, there's a logo attached to it. Yes, there's this, that, but you make the brand. Like what the kind of service you provide and the things that you do, that's what actually creates that brand. Because people, they start to associate your logo, your name, the way that you talk, the way that you produce content, they start to associate it with the service you provide. So when they're talking, when they see something, the feeling they got when they did business with you and they see that brand, it reignites that feeling that they got. That's brand. Right. So I talk about that in when I talk on stage at conferences. I have a PowerPoint. I talk about that. Thanks, Zach. Yeah. No, it's great you came in, man. It's great. Happy birthday, Nettie. She got a little bonus today. I paid bonuses. I take care of my people. I should have her come on. Nah, she's off already. But I'm excited. I'm going to share a couple of things with you guys today that I'm pretty stoked about. One thing that you guys may not know is I own mightywebsitebuilder.com. I promote a lot of automation and AI and marketing and stuff like that. But Mighty Website Builder, we had a couple different things, and so I'm getting ready because this is marketing. I want to spell this out for you guys today and like show you some stuff if you guys don't mind. And then you guys are welcome to ask your questions in the chat. And we're going to dive real deep into these 4 pillars over the next couple months before Christmas. And inside the community, we're really diving into what each of these mean, okay, and breaking it down. So I'm going to go into that a little bit today. But first, I want to share my screen. They're always changing how this is done here. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So the new plans are laid out on Mighty Website Builder. And so if you're a premium member, you can sign up for professional or for business and get a website separately from your Mighty Premium membership. It is kind of strange that Mighty Premium is 57 and the business plan is also 57 for website templates. But in case you aren't familiar, we build custom like $10,000 websites is what I usually say, but you could probably get them for around 7,000, the kind of websites we build, and you could get them for $1,000 setup fee. If you are a Mighty Premium member, we give you a coupon code that gets you 50% off. Okay. And so you can get a website built. We build it for you completely custom. However, if you're okay with just using one of our templates, you can actually just choose a template with no setup fee. Okay. Let's say you like the evergreen scene or the too good to be blue and the scarlet better or the seal the teal because it's teal. Get it? I came up with these. Pretty proud of myself. Okay, so you can look at a preview. Click on preview. You can actually go in and see in detail without having to pay a setup fee. You can go in and see in detail what it looks like, and you can change out the logo and have your website completely designed with this design. Swap out the logo, swap out the information. You have to do all the editing. We don't do any editing because you don't pay any setup fee. And we will let you use our builder, the same builder that we use to rank you on Google. You can actually use to build it yourself. So that's the option that I probably would have chose because $57 a month is a really good deal for a website hosting with all of the bells and whistles that you get to be able to create a blog, the design tool, everything. You get everything. But if you sign up for a professional, this should encourage some of you guys. We've lowered it from 97 to 77 a month. You get the online order form included in your website. So you still pay the same setup fee, but you get $77 per month gets you the website and the online order form. But just wait, there's more. Okay. If you aren't signed up for either of these and you're curious about it, you can sign up for Mighty Premium. This premium package gets you literally everything I have. You not only get the website, the $77 professional website, but you get all of the Mighty Premium tools, the directory listing on our website, mightyprocessserver.com. You get the verified badge so that you show up as a premium featured listing. You get your weekly business coaching during the mastermind meetings that we have every Tuesday. I give you access to the CRM, which we're going to talk about here in a second. I'm going to give you a deep dive, and we're actually going to use it. I'm going to show you how to use some of the stuff. AI-powered social media scheduling tool. The only thing that's similar to this is something called Hootsuite, just like $99 a month, and you get all this stuff included. AI-powered email marketing, so you can schedule all your email marketing tools. Now you can cancel Constant Contact. There's another $100 a month you can cancel. Whatever CRM you have, you can cancel that. Whatever serve management tool, you can cancel that. I give you Mighty Dashboard. The custom affidavit builder that we just finished the beta version of it. It's pretty cool. You can literally upload any PDF and drag and drop things on top of it and save it as a template, and it'll auto fill those things in the future. So whatever type of proof you have, you can create it inside a Mighty Dashboard. Hundreds of hours of training replays are about to be released with the Mighty Mike Marketing course. And you have private process server community, which is called Mighty Premium on the school platform. And then we give away, I just realized we didn't give away the giveaway yesterday. Once a month, we have a round table, and I give away to one of the Mighty Premium members, I give away a $100 or the Mighty Process Server package. So anyway, for $127 a month, you still pay the setup fee if you for the website. But for $127 a month, you get all the bells and whistles. So that's enough of that. A little self promo, giving you guys the deets. I'm like, where's my tab? And so let's go ahead and dive into a couple of things. You guys, let me bring the screen down for a second. What questions do you guys have? Does anybody have questions about what I just went over? Okay, nothing yet. Let me bring up. Let's see if I can bring up Mighty Automation. Oh yeah, I already have it pulled up here. It's different when it's all in the same browser. Okay, so Mighty Automation. This is our marketing automation tool. It's built on the Go High Level platform, which is about $300 per month. I give you this for free as a bonus when you are a Mighty Premium member. So the social media scheduling tool is like none other. I've used Hootsuite for years. When Hootsuite came out, it allowed you to schedule posts on all your social media channels. I used it like extensively, okay, for my process serving company, for my marketing stuff, all of it. And this blows that out of the water. So you can add all your social. Maybe I want to post on Facebook. I want to post on Instagram. I want to post on LinkedIn. I'm not going to post on YouTube because I'm just going to do an image, right? So these three like images. If I was going to do a video, I could post on all of these as well, including YouTube. So, but let me go ahead. I could add a new social account if I wanted to. I could select TikTok, or Pinterest is a really good one for ranking well. Your Google My Business account, which is super important, you can add to that too. Let's just see if they'll let me add that. So boom, I got my Google My Business, I got my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn. And let's say I'm like, I want to post because Mike says to post. You see the previews over here on the right? Mike says to post. I want to post, but I'm a faithful follower. I want to do exactly the marketing stuff Mike says to do. The problem is I'm not creative. I just want to go serve papers. Okay. Well, check this out. You can click on this little AI button right here. You can say generate with AI. And so what's going to happen is it comes up, and we won't go into the brand voices, but you can actually teach AI what to come up with ahead of time. So it'll make this go faster, but I don't want to go down the rabbit hole and be too techy. Okay. But we'll leave it set on professional, and we'll say, it says, what is the main message or key point you want to communicate in this content? I'm a process server. Today I'm in, let's say, what's one of the areas I want to rank for? Today I'm in hashtag Sacramento, hashtag California. You don't have to add hashtags, but I want AI to be thinking like this because this is a social post. I'm a process server. Today I'm in Sacramento, California, serving a legal hashtag summons, because summons is one of the keywords we want to show up, right? What do you want to achieve with this context? I want to improve my SEO rankings on social media and Google My Business profile. I had somebody call me today trying to sell me like keyword, exactly what I'm teaching you right now. That might say if I listen to them, they'll have me rank in the map pack for my dumpster business. I'm like, dude, have you even looked at Google? I'm dominating on map pack and on ads and everything. He's all, I'm so sorry, I will not bother you. You are doing great on Google. Thank you. Bye. And I was like, yeah, dude, for real. Check it out before you call. Who is the target audience for this content? I would like attorneys. Wait, no, let's say law firms. Law firms, or paralegals to see it. Be very basic, right? By the way, SEO is search engine optimization. Just commit it to memory and use it all the time on here because it'll teach AI how to talk for you. Any additional details or specific requirements for generating this content? Keep it short and sweet. I pretty much already came up with the thing that I could post, right? Because I've been doing this for a long time, but I want to show you how the AI that's integrated here inside of Go High Level that we've added, it actually allows you to automate these the content, and it'll give you multiple variations of content that you can choose from and then put it right inside of the post. This part does take a minute because it pulls from ChatGPT automation. Oh, how funny. On-call legal. On-call is so On-call is one of these people. I know Brandon Yeager, I think is his name. Brandon, I don't know why that ChatGPT threw this in there. So You got to be careful. GLP Marketing is a marketing company. So I think it pulled from this as an example of what somebody else posted. It's not going to post that, but it pulled from this as an example of what somebody else posted. So I can come over here and I could select them. Yeah, see, it's adding it in here too, which is so crazy. They must be doing really good with their AI marketing. So let's go ahead and go. We get to pick one of these, okay? So you can say deliver legal summons to Sacramento, California today as your dependable process server. Law firms and paralegals choose on-call legal for fast. I'm just baffled at why it's saying on-call. I'm logged in as 123 legal support. Oh, that's interesting. But anyways, you just don't add that, obviously. So I could choose one of the variations by copying it. I can hit copy. So there's 3 variations here. Choose one of the variations that you like the most. Paste it in. Okay. Delete this. Paste it. No. Oh, it copied it automatically for me. So there we go. So in Sacramento, California today, ensuring your legal summons are served efficiently and correctly. Law firms and paralegals trust. Yeah, so weird. So 123 legal support for timely, compliant process serving with 98% success rate. Need trustworthy support? Contact us to begin. Okay. We make legal support as easy as 1, 2, 3, something like that, right? Some little slogan. And that's something you should always just keep. You can do text replacement if you want to take it to the next level. All right, so we'll go rate AI content. I'm going to say down. I didn't like it that much. Not aligned with my prompt. So you can like teach it to be better. Okay. So let's go continue. Okay, so there that is. And now what I can do, you see now it shows it at the bottom of each of the posts or at the top in the case of Facebook. I could also put ats. I could at things. I could at my own company. I could customize for each of the channels, make the text look a little different, maybe make it shorter for LinkedIn. Maybe I make it more professional. You can do different things, right? You just click this right here and it'll allow you to change it for each of them. Okay. So let's see here, call to action. So Google My Business is a little different in that it has different call to action options. So you can have a call to action where you actually type it in. You can actually create an event, or you can have an offer where you actually sell something and put a link. I'm going to leave it as a call to action, and I'm actually going to put you can put order online or call. Call is probably the best one for Google My Business. And so you can put call and it'll automatically just whatever phone number you have in your Google My Business profile, that's the one it will use to set up that post, and it becomes a post on your profile. So if this works like it's supposed to, we'll go check it out here in a second. So okay, and then here's Facebook. I want it to show up on the feed, not the reel or the story. These are usually video options, right? I want to show up on the feed on Instagram as well. And so because all of these, well, Instagram for sure requires an image, and so does Google My Business actually. So the next step here is to add an image. So we'll go ahead and click on image, create image using AI. Describe your image. My image is me, first person view of a legal professional driving down the streets of Sacramento with a nice watch and a nice car and maybe legal documents in view. Okay. And then you say, I want 3 variations of this. Okay. Give me 3 variations. We're going to hit generate. Okay. You could do other weird art things, but it was a part of the integration. So Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I'm already, yeah, he's checking out his little thing, and okay, that was probably the best one. The watch looks kind of weird, but not terrible. So, do you see how powerful this is? I didn't even have to see the amount of mental energy that it takes to do some things. It makes it where you just don't do it. But if you can use the AI, you can use the automation, you can use the scheduling tool, you can make it happen. So in this case, I'm going to choose this one because it seems the most real. This one almost looks like I have something mounted where I'm going to read the document as I'm driving, right? And it looks weird, like I have an arm coming out of my chest. Okay. And this is just AI. So don't be too picky or, oh, this is stupid. No, it's legit. You just got to find one that's a little bit more generic, like this one. Maybe this paper's on my lap or the person's lap, and they just got a cool watch with a cool car. I don't know what brand this is. Can't even really tell that. What brand is that? Comment below if you're a car guy. Do you think that that's I'm a classic car guy, and all the new cars I can't tell you what brand they are. So one of the most powerful things that you have to know about this is that the automation, I think it might wait and do it for each one. Let me see. Because I clicked this button to show you how we're going to customize it. So I might have to do this actually for each one. Let's see. Post photos as a PDF attachment. No. Okay. So one of the powerful things, I could save this. So I can have my VAs come through if I want to be really meticulous and make sure they're doing it right. So you can click here. Oh, here you go. You can click here. Yeah, so it looks good on all of them, right? So I can either, and the powerful thing is here you have legal support. I mentioned legal summons. I mentioned Sacramento. I mentioned my slogan. I have my name, my page. So when somebody searches Sacramento legal support or something, that I'm more likely to show up. It's no longer just Google that you have to worry about. To be found, you need to be on social media too. Not just that, but it helps your website rank better too when you're active on social. So this is probably my favorite thing is the fact that you can schedule this for post. You can schedule it for post approval. So if your VA is doing it or you have an employee in your office setting it up for you, they can set up 30 days and then you'll have a list of them that you can go through and say approve, 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 approve. I've trained my VA enough, Nettie, happy birthday, Nettie, enough that she knows how to do this. Okay, so this is just an extra post that we're doing. Yeah, so there's some more high advanced stuff that is set up for us to be able to set reoccurring posts based on a persona that we create, but we're not going to go that deep on it today, but I actually love that stuff. The problem is it will put out some stuff you don't like sometimes. You have to fix it. So if I hit post now, it'll go ahead and post now. If I go schedule post, I can actually see based on the content, it'll actually tell me based on my social media content the best times that I should post. And so I could quickly select a date. Maybe it's tomorrow. And then I can select a time and then just hit schedule. It'll schedule between these two times. It'll post it at a time that makes sense based on the other things that are scheduled. It doesn't like to post things back to back. But anyway, I can schedule out my entire month. My team has my Mighty process server account scheduled out till the end of the year. We call them Rogan clips, 3 to 5 minute clips that promote the longer video. And she has those scheduled out for one per day Rogan clips till the end of the year, and then short form video clips 3 per day till the end of the year. Because of this automation that you can set up, and you just keep going, just keep scheduling them out all the way. But actually, I'm actually going to go ahead and post it now. Post now. And I want to see if there's any errors because Google My Business will sometimes throw errors if you're too like salesy or wordy. It looks like it worked. Let's see, October 16th. So see, it shows all the posts for each individual thing. So real quick, how many of you guys are getting some crazy value? Comment below, like the video, okay? Like this video. That is how you can pay me for the time that I'm putting in, okay? Because I need to be paid. I need to be compensated. I need to be able to buy these ghost drinks. Now sponsored by Ghost.com. I'm just kidding. I'm not sponsored in it or affiliated in any way. But it's only 10 calories and it's delicious. Delicious. Mighty Value. Tommy coming in with the Mighty Value. Urgh. By the way, I've been going to the gym again. I feel amazing. My arms actually hurt, really bad. Let's not get off track. We're on it. We're on a good roll. So I'm actually going to pull up. Facebook.com, and I am going to pull up my profile. Okay, my profile. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. One second. Instagram.com. I don't know if it's going to show it. Let's see. Instagram.com/123 e-file. Maybe that's it. Let's see. No. 123 legal support. Bear with me. I'm going to show you something super cool. 123 legal support. Nice. Okay. And then lastly, LinkedIn.com. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You have to have the exact thing. So I think it's /page/123 legal support. I want to show you this because I'll have to figure out the actually I'll just Google it. 123 legal support. Okay. What I want to show you, yeah, actually this is a good way to look at it actually. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I want to show you guys the power of, they call it DOM. Okay. So they actually call it conversation domination. Okay. And so we posted it. I posted it immediately, right? This is my page 123 e-file for my California company. And check this out. You scroll, you see the posts that have been posting. Actually, the last one, September, I think she kind of fell off the map here. But see, she was making these images on Canva. Don't serve trouble. Serve it right. Okay. So sometimes simpler is better. Okay. The AI created an image. It's good on multiple platforms. Before, you used to have to really overthink everything of how it shows up, but you don't. You don't here. I have all of my different, here it is right here. Let's click on this one, see if it shows up. It wants me to log in order to see it. That's so annoying. But anyways, you can see it. If you go over here and you just type your own business name, you should have an entire list of places that are referencing your business. Okay, here's the Google My Business post that I just did. Okay, I did it from the automation tool, from Mighty Automation. And here it is. It shows up. Now, what does this do? This tells Google, this is probably the most important part about this. This tells Google that my profile is active. That I actually care about my profile. And so, again, it's just a short snippet in Sacramento, California today, ensuring your legal summonses are served efficient. They see a cool little car, looks like a professional guy, looks like an image here. You might be like, Mike, that's deceitful. No, it's obviously an AI image. This is a way of staying current with your profile. Now, I actually had my profile taken down a long time ago when I wasn't watching it, and it sent a verification email and I did not reply to it. I actually had a lot of reviews. I think we were at like 340 reviews, 5 stars. I think I was like 4.8 or 4.9. And so we restarted when we rebranded to 123 Legal Support. So we've been slowly building it back up, but yeah, this is how you schedule your social media. So you see, you got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. The California court system has us listed on there as one of their providers. Okay, where is it at? 123 e-filing, right? Our e-filing portal. So I'm just showing you, like, this is something that, you know, if you get listed. Oh, here's my Instagram. So here's how it shows up on Instagram. Okay, I'm not gonna log in. Calm down. And then if you continue to post, my VA's got a little too cartoony, in my opinion. No, no. Okay, whatever. So you guys get the idea. You guys can schedule these social media posts, and you can schedule them out every day for the rest of the year, and then you can see your content posting. You can see any kind of reviews that are added. You can actually set up RSS feeds, so when somebody else posts something, it'll automatically post to your social. There's a lot of really cool things you could do with this tool, and I give it to you for free as a part of being a Mighty Premium member. Is it okay if I over deliver? Is that okay? Okay. That's it. To next week's Mighty Mike Marketing, I'm going to dive deep into using the email marketing tool. So you're going to watch that on the next video. If you're watching inside of Mighty Mike Marketing, if you're watching this live, comment below what your questions are. Again, we're going to give it another 5 minutes or so. These are supposed to go about an hour. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have. If you come inside the studio as a Mighty Premium member, you can ask them live. What kind of questions do you guys have? The most common question that I get while you guys are thinking about it, the most common question I get when it comes to marketing is, why do I have to post on social media? If I'm gonna make this really simple for you. It is now more important than ever, because before, where you could just focus on Google to rank your website, and if your website ranks, you would be found in the AI summary section at the top of Google. That's not the case anymore. Yes, SEO still matters, but now what it's doing is it's using more social ranking factors. It actually looks at Quora.com, Reddit, Tumblr, all these blog post sites, forums, to see what is the general consensus about your company name. What is the general consensus about what are people saying online? What is your reputation? Guys, remember I said I went down, I said be found. Okay, that's what we're talking about right now. Posting on social media, having a website that ranks well based on the different factors we talked about the last 2 weeks doing this. Okay, all these different things will help you get found. But once you're found, you got to make contact. How do you make contact? You have a website that has the 3 different factors on it, and you need to have an ability for them to call you at the top of your web page. It drives me crazy when people go, I think my website's pretty good, and there's just like a gazillion things wrong with it. And I have to be the guy that's like, it's actually terrible. It's actually terrible. I have to be that guy sometimes, and I hate it, but it's better that I'm honest with you, so that you can then take action and make it better, whether it's with me or somebody else. We only build for process servers. Mighty Website Builder might as well be called Process Server Websites. Something like that. That's what it should be called, because that's all we do. We build websites for process servers, private investigators, and notaries. Anybody in that little niche, legal support services niche, that's who we help. And so we're experts in it. And I was the one who started doing it. And then I partnered with some people who are really good designers, Desi and some other people. And now we've brought on designers who do this full time for us. So it's a no-brainer. So once you make contact by either having your phone number up there, they call you. Who else calls you though? ProSays will call you. But for the most part, ProSays, if you give them a very obvious above the fold, a very obvious option for them to be able to order online, you'll be surprised. A lot of them will order on your website. And they're willing to pay a premium because your website looks nice. You showed up on Google. You had good reviews. They saw a couple social media posts. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But anyways, they know you have a presence online. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to take their money and then ghost. You know, you're not going to take their money and then ghost. Hey, I wish I sponsored them. That'd be kind of funny. Okay. You're not going to take their money and ghost. You're going to be professional, and you're going to get the wow factor. They feel it, right? They feel it. There's nothing worse for me when I get an Uber or I hire somebody to do something, and they're like, these are the rules that I go by with my services, and if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. It's just the attitude part of it that immediately lets me know I'm going to have a bad experience. And I would rather just say, nope, I'd rather pay double and have somebody that understands how to put the white gloves on and treat me like royalty. Okay. If you don't think that your customers want to feel like that, then you don't understand customer service. Okay. There's different attitudes, okay, that are acceptable and it's okay, but the service actually has to be correct. You have to get it served. You have to communicate status. You can't control if it's a bad address or not, right? Oh, did I have a glitch, Don? Can you hear me now? Somebody comment, like, subscribe. Let me know you can hear me. Okay. So the wow factor allows you to, yeah, it doesn't say that I have any issues with it. We hear you. Okay, awesome. So the wow factor allows you to be able to create an experience with them that helps know who you are. If you ever meet somebody for the first time and they do certain things that you like they listen intently, they ask follow-up questions, you get to know them in a way that helps you know that they're somebody that you like, right? You could probably trust them to tell them stuff. And that's what it is with your service. Can you deliver that service time and time again? That's how you build a reputation and a brand. Okay. Eating a stuffed pepper soup and stuff. Okay, you know what? You eat your pepper. You know, you do it. Just do it, bro. Build a reputation and a brand, and you will always be able to pay your bills. You will always have these clients coming back time and time again. Okay, so the whole idea here, and especially for Nettie, when she edits this later, the whole idea is to show and highlight for you the social media tool so you don't have to stress. If you sat down and created 30 of these to post, one per day for a whole month, you could probably do it in an hour. And that is really all that should be expected out of a process serving company. Okay. Again, this is going on your social media or on your Google My Business profile. So when they go to your Google My Business profile, okay, where is it at? Da-da-da-da. When they go to your Google, well, I don't think it's here anymore. But when they search 1, 2, 3, they won't search 1, 2, 3 actually. They'll search here. Let's just do it like this. Let's search process server Chico, California. Okay. Okay. AW Legal is the company that closed. How funny. So that's funny. Mine's not even ranking anymore. That's strange. That is weird. Wonder what happened. So let's see if it's still on maps. So I might have got another email. Oh, it's just right under. Probably because it says closed. So there's little factors you can do to help show yourself better. If I would put 24-hour service, I probably would have been in the top of the map pack. But as you can see, when you click on the profile, it's going to show your recent posts. See this post? Now it shows 14 minutes ago. If you schedule a post out using the automation, which I don't really do, by the way, the last post was in September. That's probably why it's down here. If you post every day, it's going to show that it's one of the number one ranking factors for making your website, your Google My Business listing show up at the top. Having your other social media profiles tied in as well is helpful. And yeah, so that if you did that, then it's going to automatically post every single day. You're going to forget about it. A whole month is going to go by. You're going to forget that you even did this, but it's still working for you. It's still posting. It's still scheduled to post, and it's still going to work like an employee that you just spent an hour or two doing in the beginning of the month to schedule it out for the rest of the whole month. So awesome, guys. That's all I have for you. That's all I have for you. Our hour is up. Mighty Mike Marketing. The whole idea is I love marketing. In the evening, my brain is super marketing. Okay. I talk all about it. I think all about it. I see we have Don here backstage. Don, did you have a question? You want to come up, turn your camera on, and say hi, or no? Let's see in the private chat here. Yeah, I just got here. Yeah, we can hang out a little longer if you want to. Okay, just logging in. Yeah, we've changed things up a little bit with the websites, but it's for the better. I think people are gonna really win big with the new way that we're doing things. Mike, I'm just a greenhorn soaking all this in, brother. Hey, dude, you got to do what you got to do, man. Eating your stuffed pepper soup in Southeast Michigan. That's what I hear when I read it. In Southeast Michigan, listening to you, I can hear you loud and clear. Thanks, brother. Thanks, man. Hey, listen, we're having a good time inside the community. I would like to say that I'm helping everybody, I'm teaching everyone marketing. I'm taking them by the hand and like making them successful, but it's not true. I'm doing my part. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing my part. I'm creating new courses. I'm building this awesome software, the mighty dashboard that's shaking up the industry. It's going to take over the industry. By the way, it's free as a bonus when you're a Mighty Premium member. It's going to stay that way too. So it's non-revenue generating. It's to help the people who are current members automate their systems. Okay. And when they're loyal to me overall, I'll just gobble up everybody who wants to take things to the next level. The independent process servers that want to have direct relationships with attorneys. Those are the people I'm talking to. If you want to build a business that pays you $10, $20, $30,000 a month, you want to be able to connect directly with attorneys and build a business that will pay you and your family for a lifetime. You're in the right place. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit. So what's up? So we can change our plans. I don't know what that means. Change our plans. You can definitely upgrade. If you have a lower plan, you want to upgrade? Yeah. So just let me know. Just let me know what you need. Okay. So what we're going to do is the next meeting that we're going to have is on Tuesday, and that is the Mighty Mastermind. So you guys that are Mighty Premium members, I'll see you over there. Those of you guys that aren't Mighty Premium members, I'm sorry. My heart hurts for you. Okay. My heart hurts for you because you're missing out so badly, but you'll come around. You keep coming to these things and little Jesus come to Jesus meetings. Okay. That we have, and I'll show you the way. Okay. I'll show you the way. I don't think I ever got to my point that I'm helping people in the community, but the people in the community are helping each other even more. I'm glad I didn't forget that point because that's the point I was trying to make. The people in the community, as I see them networking with each other, connecting with each other, asking questions, answering questions inside the community, those people are getting major value out of it. And that makes me feel good. It's not like I'm going to say, scream from the rooftops, I did this for these people. No. The community is coming together and we're building something cool. And without this, I don't know if it would have ever happened, Love the community, Don says. She's in the back here. I can't share your comments in the back end, but yeah, love the community. Cool, you guys. Well, thank you so much. I love to say it. I'll say it right now. You guys take care, be safe, and we'll see you on Tuesday. If you need help, Mark is working every day, what is this? Private versus municipal is the way to go first. Yep, that's absolutely right. Yeah. You want to go private. If you can, be a private processor. I mean, every state's a little different. Okay. So I can't pretend to know all the different areas and stuff. But yeah, having a good community that you can count on. And this is what I say during every mastermind on Tuesdays. I say, during the week when you're driving around, be thinking about what it is you want to bring to the mastermind. Okay. If you haven't heard the word mastermind before, like the mastermind principle is like a hive mind. It's like all of these people come together to meet together to talk about your issues. You don't think that out of this guy who has 20 years experience, this guy that has 15 years experience, this person who's new, but they used to do software development or something. You think that out of all these people, we can't come up with a solution for the problem you're dealing with? But it takes a little bit of vulnerability for people to do that. 18 years age barrier to enter in Michigan. Oh yeah, 18 years old. Yeah. So the mastermind principle is powerful. Carnegie, all these guys, all these giants of entrepreneurship of the past, they all talk about it, and many of them met together. As a matter of fact, some of the most famous people that if you research entrepreneurship deep enough, they all had circles of people that helped each other lift each other up, and they all went off and did kind of their own thing, but all were super successful. All the people who did animation around Disney's time, all of that little friend group that they had, they all went off to become multimillionaires. All of them. Maybe there's one but didn't, got drunk or drugs or whatever. But you had one guy who was a young guy who ended up helping with Pixar. You had one guy who went off and did was it Looney Tunes, I think, or one of the other ones. Like I'm not an expert in it, but I'm just saying they all were successful. You look at Ford, the group of people that he had all together, they ended up all being successful in different ways. JP Morgan Chase and the people that he ended up, all these people who are now huge, like probably the only ones you could say are a little bit different are the ones that are just whacked. They're just obsessed, like Elons of the world, right? They do it on their own. They'll have some people help. They'll find good people to help, but they're obsessed on their own. And I feel like I'm kind of like that. But I've worked my whole life to try to be someone who is willing to accept help and ask for help when I need it. And that's where this whole community has come in really cool. Not to be another wage slave. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you there. I'm 44, just turned 44. And, yeah, you don't want to work for somebody else for sure. I could not work I need to figure out my audio. Yes, Don, figure out your audio, and we need you. We need your voice. Okay. Cool, guys. Well, have a good night. Okay. Take care. Be safe. As always, live mighty.
That's a wrap on another episode of Process Server Daily, where the legal support industry levels up. Want to grow your process serving business with the best marketing tools, the most engaged community, and the highest ranking directory online? Visit mightyprocessserver.com. Claim your listing. Join our free community. Surround yourself with process servers who get it and build something real. From the field to the courtroom, this is Process Server Daily. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.